Namaste Modi.
Namaste. Congratulations comes on a great victory in the US elections.
Thank you Modi. Your support has always been invaluable.
कांग्रेस सरकार ने क्या किया और क्या नहीं किया, ठीक है? So now your facts, your policies are good.
Sir, kindly maintain the decorum of the parliament, okay? Otherwise, I'll suspend you.
Sorry, ma'am.
माननीय सदस्य, माननीय अध्यक्षगण,
Kindly take your seats. Honorable members, I welcome you all to the youth session of the parliament. I hope this session will be a very fruitful one as we all sit deliberate concerning important matters of the nation. Well, today's first business is question hour. Leader of opposition, kindly put your question.
घर सजाने का तस्वीर रखते हो, घर सजाने का तस्वीर रखते हो और मजबूत नींव रखी जाए. Greeting to honorable speaker and each MPs present over here. Today we have come a long way as in a civilization. Today we have come a long way as in a civilization. From Rigbed and Samved to the world largest written constitution. From building Pushpak Viman 9,000 years ago to today building Miraj and Vande Bharat. From worshipping moon and Mars to today reaching moon and Mars through Mangalyaan and Chandrayaan. The West has just started copying our tradition. They've just started to live their life with a harmony and nature. But we are doing this from a thousand of years. We are worshipping our land, soil and trees from thousands of years. But everything is not same today. The land with whom we worship, the Bharat Mata, our Mata, today our Mata is burning. Yes, I am talking about the most heated topic of cloth today. It is none other than the burning Manipur. And unfortunately, I am in a nation whose ruling government, whose home minister is not taking any decision toward it. Why is it so? On the place of resolution of the problem, on the place of this giving solution to the problem, what our ruling party is doing is just increasing poverty rate of India. We can clearly see that how much poverty is increasing.
Kindly take your seat, sir.
Please, ma'am, let me continue.
Permission granted.
Yes. So, till 2014, the poverty rate in India was 2.3%, but it is 8.63%. The poverty is increasing day by day. My friends, my friends, today, recently, and with great power comes great responsibility. But despite of having the world's largest population, what our ruling government is doing is increasing the poverty in India. The per capita income of India is just $2,500. it is one of the lowest in the globe, whole globe. In the nation of Mahatma, what we are showing is the Garib, the poverty rate is increasing day by day. We are still lagging behind with it. पूछता है भारत, पूछता है भारत, where are your policies? पूछता है भारत, where are your steps? पूछता है भारत, where are your initiative to improve poverty rate of India, to improve the unemployment? पूछता है भारत, where are your policies? Where are your policies to safeguard the rights of peoples of Manipur? पूछता है भारत, जवाब चाहिए इस आधुनिक भारत को। देश में गरीबी का आंधी लाओगे, देश में गरीबी का आंधी लाओगे।
Sir, kindly take your seat.
Please ma'am, please 2 minutes. देश में गरीबी का आंधी लाओगे, बीच में इस राहुल गांधी को पाओगे।
ये राहुल गांधी नहीं, ये आंधी है। ये राहुल गांधी नहीं, ये आंधी है। ये तो दूसरा राजीव गांधी है। Yes, the concerned ministry, what's your take about this?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker Madam, for granting me the permission to speak. My opponent member, dear Rahul ji, raised a very good question about burning Manipur. He used that critical word, that is burning Manipur. And this is not the first time that Manipur is burning. Let me take you to the era of Congress. 1993, Kuki-Methi conflict, where 320 people died and hundreds of houses turned into ashes. And the hypocrisy is that even MOS of the Congress didn't respond on this topic. But me being the first Home Minister of India who visited burning Manipur, I sat there for 3 days and 3 nights. We are in the ruling party, right? And we have planned a roadmap to tackle this burning situation in Manipur. So the roadmap here, we have deployed CRPF police officers on a strategic location. Also, we have set up many healthcare camps to provide the essentials to the Manipur residents at a reasonable cost. And the root cause of burning Manipur is Myanmar border. And we have finished 30-kilometer fencing of Manipur and India border, so that the illegal people couldn't do smuggling. And I hope with these policies I'll be able to tackle this situation. Thank you.
The member of opposition, ask your question.
Thank you, Speaker, for giving me a chance to speak. So my question is your administration even prepared for taking the responsibility of the worsening condition of inflation rates?
Any concerned ministry? Thank you, Speaker Ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Speaker Ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. Our administration is actively working on strategies to stabilize prices and etc. We know our responsibilities and understand the difficulties by rising inflation too. Thank you. Member of opposition, ask your question.
Honorable Speaker Madam, with your regardless permission, I want to talk about the Indiscriminatory Act, the Black Act, the CAA, the Citizenship Amendment Act. The act launched against the Muslims, the act which discriminate Muslims. According to this act, it violates Article 14, the right to equality. According to this act, any immigrant from any another country who came to our country and who are also a minority sector, they'll provide the citizenship of India. But here is a catch. According to this act, no Muslim will provided the citizenship of India. Why is it so? Why is it like this? Muslims are not a part of India. They can't provide the citizenship of India. Why is it so? We want to know the answer.
कांग्रेस का इतिहास, घोटालों का विकास। Yes, the concerned ministry, kindly give your answer.
Thank you, Speaker Madam, to permitting to take on this topic. Thank you, Speaker Madam, to granting me the permission to express my views on this topic. My opposition member raised a very good concerning topic, that is CAA, Citizenship Amendment Act 2019. And for your kind information, Ronak Ji, let me break down this bill for you. You misinterpret this bill and you teach wrong things to the public. Me, I'm also the Home Minister of the minority people in India. I also do care about the Muslims in my country. Basically, this act provides the citizenship to the immigrants, the refugees from the major three countries. These three countries are Pakistan, Afghanistan and Bangladesh. And tell me, these three countries are Islamic countries. Now the question comes, do Muslims are unsafe in their own country? No, they are not. They are living in their own country which is Islamic, and they will never face the situation of endanger in their own country. And that is why we have not included Muslims here. This act also safeguards the Schedule 6. The states here are Mizoram, Nagaland, where this act basically safeguards them and we take care of them, and their culture and tradition must be protected. And that is why this act will not be effective in these areas. Thank you.
Any supplementary? Thank you, Speaker Madam, for granting me the permission to speak. India's protected areas is fueled by weak governance, and development pressure, and corporate lobbying. Balancing conservation with local livelihood, sustainable growth requires stronger and political commitment to protect the forests. So what is your plan to stop deforestation in these areas? We want to know your answer. Any concern?
So, for the kind information of the opposition, I would like to tell them that for the conservation of the Forest Conservation Amendment Bill was implemented in 2023, and which objective is to protect the deforestation land and provide land for the afforestation, and even though it aims to protect the India's land from non-forestry purpose.
Kindly take your seat, sir. It's not your time to speak. Position, ask your question.
My question is to Women and Child Development Minister. Despite the outrage and reforms promised after the Nirbhaya case, similar brutal incidents like the recent Kolkata rape case continue to occur across the country. How does the government plan to address the repeated failures in ensuring women's safety? And what immediate actions will be taken by your ministry to strengthen law enforcement and support system to prevent such cases in the future?
The Ministry of Concerned Authority, what would you say about this?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker Madam, for giving me the permission to speak. As the Minister of Women and Child Development, I share the nation's grief and anger over incidents like the recent case in Kolkata. The pain and trauma inflicted on the victims of such brutal crimes are unimaginable, and it is our foremost responsibility to ensure the safety and dignity of each and every woman in India. We recognize that despite the reforms introduced post the Nirbhaya incident, there remain critical gaps in law enforcement, judicial processes, and support systems. And here's how we are addressing these problems. Enhance law enforcement accountability. We are going to create more laws and much severe punishments for such brutal crimes. Improved surveillance and safe spaces. CCTV camera in each and every street will be present. Support and rehabilitation for the survivors. The survivors will be provided by the government.
Tell me, how does the safety look like for a woman in the
Sir, please take your seat! I said you will get your chance to ask a question!
Sorry, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for letting me continue. As I was saying, the government will provide each and every survivor with medical care, physical care, mental care, and financial support. Lastly, stricter enforcement of existing laws will be there. Women's safety is a collective societal responsibility, and while the government is taking actions to ensure the safety of each and every woman in India, we urge communities to actively participate in making public spaces safer for women. Lastly, we are committed to a much safer and more secure future for women across India and will not rest until meaningful progress is made. Thank you.
Sir, kindly take your seat.
Sorry, ma'am.
Any supplementaries? Any supplementaries?
Thank you, Speaker Madam, for giving me this opportunity. My question to the concerned Ministry of Women and Child Development is, what do you have to say about the pending cases which are not conducted in courts regularly? I want to ask, is this how you provide justice against women and sexual assault case?
Concerned Ministry, kindly answer this question.
Honorable Speaker, ma'am, thank you for allowing me to speak. As a supplementary of my minister, I would like to give answer. Currently, there are approximately many rape cases are pending trial. To ensure the timely justice, we have set up fast-track counts and also to improve the coordinates with forensic department. That will improve the coordinates with forensic department and also give the specialized training for police and judicial staff. These steps are aimed for reducing the delays and supporting the victims.
Member of Opposition, put your question.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, ma'am, for letting me speak. So, my question to the ruling party and so-called education minister is, many stakeholders discuss that NEP, which is National Education Policy, does not put focus on important resources like resource allocation, teacher training, inclusivity and development. So can you provide some reasons how will this benefit these areas? Ma'am, they are doing nothing. Ma'am, secondly, 30% of India's population lacks in quality education, especially in the rural areas. What your ministry is doing to tackle this situation? Situation is getting worse. We want the answer.
The concerned ministry, kindly look into this matter.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, thank you for allowing me to speak. At first, I would like to clear the fact
that National Education Policy 2020 has done much benefits to the areas discussed here. For resource allocation, the ministry has put great emphasis on increased funding, aiming for about 6% of the GDP. For this, the ministry has collaborated with various state governments and private institutions to tackle resource efficiency. Secondly, to make education accessible for all, even for disadvantaged and disabled group of people, the ministry proposes scholarships, targeted programs, and other such initiatives. For teacher training and development, the ministry has set up NPST, National Professional Standards for Teachers.
What do you have to say about the leaked paper of NEETs and students suiciding because of it? Where was the government when this happened?
Kindly take your seat, ma'am. I understand that the NEET 2023 scam is a truly disastrous one. But we have to consider the hardships of all the students. For this, the government, along with the CBI, investigated into the matter, and it was found a conspiracy involving NTO officials, exam center invigilators, and superintendents, specifically in Bihar and Jharkhand. To prevent further leaks and to prevent such misconduct, the government has enacted the Anti-Paper Leak Law 2024. Thank you.
Your facts, your policies, my foot.
Sir, kindly maintain the decorum of the parliament, okay? Otherwise, I'll suspend you.
Sorry, ma'am.
Any supplementaries?
Thank you, Speaker ma'am, for giving me this opportunity to answer. So, firstly, I would like to question that Honorable Education Minister, can you please explain what are the things you are doing to improve education in schools?
Any concerned ministry? Thank you, Speaker ma'am, for giving me this opportunity.
The government is working to improve the education by updating lessons, train teachers, fixing the school buildings, and by providing better technology to the students.
पढ़े लिखे सब संतरी बने हैं, पढ़े लिखे सब संतरी बने हैं, अपराधी माफिया सब मंत्री बने हैं, अपराधी माफिया सब मंत्री बने हैं, जिसने विवाह कर अपनी पत्नी छोड़ दी वो तो हमारे प्रधानमंत्री बने हैं।
Any supplementaries? Member of opposition, ask your question.
Thank you, Speaker Madam, for granting me the permission. I just want to ask to the ruling party and their concerned health minister, what are they doing to create health awareness among the children who are more prone to diseases caused by food issues, food shortage, and certain companies' false advertisements? What are the party doing? Even the cigarette packets today have warning labels of causing diseases like cancer and pulmonary illness. Why don't your food products have the diseases? The companies advertise that their product contains all the essential nutrients a human body requires, but the product lacks all the essentials. What are your steps to tackle this situation? An organization funded by the ruling party called the FICCI provides license and freedom to all such companies to make fool of the general public.
Shame, shame.
Shame, shame. India Diabetes Hub and Indians to diabetes. What are all your steps to tackle this situation? Don't you care about the general public?
Shame, shame,
Shame, shame, shame.
Yes, the concerned ministry.
So, you talked about health education, poor infrastructure, diabetes hub, privatization, and people awareness. So, let me tell you, we the ruling parties have already looked into it. We, the ruling party, has implemented such laws and policies which would ensure this problem. So, these laws and policies are, we have implemented school education and made it mandatory in a school curriculum so that people could get awareness from small diseases like diabetes, cancer, illness, etc. We have forced packaging companies to put.
During the time of Congress, there were least number of medical colleges, but BJP government have set up 54 medical colleges in different parts of India. But Patna, Lucknow, etc. How the opposition party can say that the government is doing nothing? Just tell me, sir.
Many people are dying because of the health issues.
Sir, kindly take your seat. It's my last warning. Ma'am, why are you not giving chance to the opposition party to speak? Well, I'm suspending you, ma'am, so you can take rest at home and learn about rules and regulations of the parliament.
Sorry, ma'am.
Kindly continue, ma'am.
Done. Thank you, ma'am.
Member of opposition, ask your question.
Honorable Speaker, thank you for giving me this opportunity to ask my question. While the government flaunts its so-called reforms for the agriculture sector, the tragic reality faced by the farmers is getting worse by each passing year.
Shame,
Shame, Mother of Leader of opposition, you have only two objectives. बेटे को शेष करना, तुम्हारा को भेंट करना है.
Kindly continue, ma'am.
Thank you. Thousands of farmers have lost their life, pushed to the brink of mounting debts, crop failures, and systemic neglect. Honorable Speaker, I rise to ask our concerned minister, when will you take real meaningful action before we lose more lives? Furthermore, let us not forget about the controversial law of Farmers 2020, which was supposed to empower our farmers.
shame, 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 shame.
But what happened? What happened that led to the widespread protest in Punjab and Haryana and Uttar Pradesh? I ask this to our agriculture minister. Thank you.
What's your take on this, the honorable minister?
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for providing me this chance to speak. First of all, they all talked about the controversial bill. I would like to break down this bill to our oppositions. This bill states that the farmers or the poor farmers would now have the option.
लकड़ी से मारा जाता है सांप, लकड़ी से मारा जाता है सांप. क्या फर्टिलाइजर खरीदने का पैसा देगा इनका बाप?
Shame, 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 shame. Kindly continue, sir.
This will now give the chance to the farmers to directly sell their production to the companies, which will exponentially increase their income. Now, after that, I would also like to request to the farmers to slightly change their cropping patterns, which would increase their income as well. And after that, I would also like to request to the opposition to not to provoke our innocent farmers, as they are the one who provide us the food. And I also want to say them that their political agenda.
Why your government is making harmful fertilizers which are making... Kindly take your seat, ma'am. Please take your seat. You get your time to ask your question.
Ma'am, why you are always switching off the mic of our opposition party?
Well, we are educated members of parliament. We don't have time to deal with stupid questions. I hope you will learn rules and regulations of the parliament. Kindly continue, sir.
Our opposition also talks about the farmers' rights. But I also want to ask to them, how many times did they thank farmers before eating their food? Moving further, in the era of 1960s, when the Congress was in the power, there was a green revolution, which was there for the benefit of the farmers. But it was highly concentrated in the regions of Haryana, Punjab, and West Uttar Pradesh. I would like to ask them, why was it so? Was there no farmers in Bihar, West Bengal, Assam, or Odisha? Or you all don't consider them farmers? At last, I would like to conclude my word. Made in India, made for the world. Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan.
मैं वोटर किसान हूँ, बेरोजगार नौजवान हूँ, कटता नहीं, झुकता नहीं, बिकता नहीं, मैं ही तो हिंदुस्तान हूँ.
Kindly take your seat, sir. Any supplementaries?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for ma'am giving me chance. I want to ask why the government is not taking action on shortage of fertilizer.
What's your take on this, the concerned ministry?
Thank you, ma'am. As the opponent team asked a question, I would like to say that the government had taken several steps to ensure the current situation fertilizers, and we make sure that every farmer should get fertilizers in rural area. Thank you.
अच्छे दिन आने वाले हैं, अच्छे दिन आने वाले हैं, यही कहा था ना मोदी जी। कब आएंगे अच्छे दिन? पूछता है भारत, पूछते हैं किसान, आखिर कब आएंगे ये अच्छे दिन?
Shame, 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 shame.
Kindly maintain the decorum. Sorry, ma'am. Member of opposition, go with your question.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, ma'am. I would like to highlight some of the points. Air quality index in Delhi is between 900 and 2100, and in Patna it is 300 plus.
Shame, 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 shame.
Even the alarming increase in greenhouse gas emission under your administration, how can you justify your commitment meeting the climate targets? I would like to conclude one more thing. Jumla strike number 1, 15 लाख हर एक अकाउंट में. जुमला स्ट्राइक नंबर 2, 2 करोड़ युवाओं को हर साल रोजगार. ये झूठे सपने कब तक दिखाएंगे मोदी जी?
Shame, 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 shame. The concerned ministry, please tackle the situation.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, Madam, for giving me the opportunity to answer the question asked by the opposition member. I, Bhupendra Yadav, your Environmental Minister, stand before you to address the pollution crisis in Patna and Delhi. While we are working on solutions like electric vehicles, smoke towers, and greenhouse gas reduction, some people like Pappu ji are stuck tweeting about foreign pollution stats, ignoring our cities. पप्पू जी, आप बस बातें करते हैं, कुछ काम नहीं करते। हमने दिल्ली में क्लीन फ्यूल और पटना में रिफॉरेस्टेशन जैसे प्लान्स लॉन्च किए हैं। और जब अपोजिशन मेंबर सवाल करते हैं तो मैं बस एक चीज कहना चाहता हूँ, यह आप खुद साबित करते हैं कि आपके पास कोई क्लियर विजन नहीं है। इसी वजह से हमने क्लियर फ्यूचर एक्ट 2024 लॉन्च किया है और आप बस पुराने डेटा पे सवाल उठाते हैं। एंड दैट्स ऑल, थैंक यू।
Honorable Environment Minister, I want to ask that you are talking about laws and orders. Sir, kindly take your seat. Your time has been over.
But please, Speaker, Madam, I want to ask this.
Sir, kindly take your seat. Any supplementaries? Go with your question.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, ma'am, for giving me this golden opportunity. So my question is, the cutting down of trees and forests are increasing day by day, and in place of trees and forests, all are making road and buildings. So what action will you take for this?
Any concerned ministry?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, ma'am, for allowing me to speak. So, our BJP government has been in power for several years, and we have done around 5,400 crores to state government for afforestation and reforestation project. Number 2, Green India Mission. According to this, almost 54,000 trees are planted all over India to save forests. Number 3, बैल हजार खाकर पैसा देश का ये लेते नहीं नकार।
Member of opposition, kindly ask your question.
Can your party please provide me a clear information outlining how implementation of Hindu Rashtra will consist with the democratic right and human value in the Indian Constitution?
The concerned ministry, kindly take a look on this.
भारत एक जमीन का टुकड़ा नहीं, एक जीता जागता राष्ट्र पुरुष है। यह वंदन की भूमि है, यह अभिनंदन की भूमि है, यह अर्पण की भूमि है, यह दर्पण की भूमि है। इसका कंकड़ कंकड़ हमारे लिए शंकर और बूंद बूंद गंगा जल है। हम जिएंगे तो इसके लिए और मरेंगे तो इसके लिए। थैंक यू सो मच स्पीकर मैम फॉर ग्रांटिंग इट। Before answering any question on Hindu Rashtra, it is important to know what is a Hindu Rashtra. Initially, the idea of Hindu Rashtra was proposed by Sri Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, the inspiration of India. He claimed that if there is a Hindu Rashtra, then the majorities and the minorities will live even more peacefully. And this Rashtra does not mean that we'll only allow Hindus to stay here and all the minorities will be kicked out. No, because we believe in spreading love, not hatred. Now, be ready to hear some statistics. There are 800 crore people in the world, out of which 238 crore are Christians, 190 crore are Muslims, and 121 crores are Hindus. And the fact that 97% of the Hindus are concentrated in two regions, India and Nepal, is quite interesting. You'll know it why. There are 7 countries which are purely Islamic and 13 countries which are purely Christian. But is there any country in which Hindus live and all other community is kicked out? I don't think so. Because our philosophy is Vasudev Kutumbakam. We can never see suppression of any community. Now, we are accused of suppressing the minorities. Now, listen what is the real suppression.
Kindly take your seat, sir.
Ma'am, I would just want 2 more minutes.
Continue.
The population of Hindus in Bangladesh in 1951 was 22%, and the last year, 2023, it became 7.5%. Ma'am, this is called real suppression, but our party is blamed of suppressing the communities. If we were the one who suppressed them, then their population wouldn't have rose exponentially after independence. And we feel proud to say that we are the one who gave more scholarships to the Muslims than your government. We are the one who added Jains in the minority list. Jains, are you serious? They were not even added minority list. Jains, as far I remember, they were in countable numbers, but still they were not regarded as minorities. And last but not the least, we have given more houses to minorities than the majorities. I would like to mention about a very famous personalist called Tariq Fateh. He was a Pakistani Canadian journalist and an author, and he never said anything against India. In his many of the books, he has mentioned what is a true Bharat, what can be the true youth icon of the country. But your government did not give him citizenship. Now, there was a time when everybody was busy in putting their social media status as all eyes on Rafah without even knowing that what is a Rafah, a region or a person. At the same time, a Hindu woman was brutally beaten and raped in Pakistan. Our party is asking, where were your eyes that time? And not only Rafah, the people of Kashmir, ma'am, please pay heed to it. The Kashmiri Hindus, they were being killed in Kashmir for a long time. No, not killed. That was a genocide, a mass murder. But still the opposition was quiet on that. Now this is called secularism. The so-called secular party has again raised its secular question. Now, talking about some countries which are Islamic, they aren't secular. And the countries that are secular.
Sir, kindly take your seat.
Ma'am, just few seconds, ma'am, just few seconds. It will be great.
Just 30 seconds more.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. So, I would like to conclude by saying that the one who are accused are the one who have put the minorities in the safer zone. And this is what our party follows. We do not believe in spreading hatred. और धरती पर जब तक रहेगा देवत्व, इस देश में रहेगा हिंदुत्व.
तुम हिंदू मुसलमान करोगे, देश को बदनाम करोगे. अब नहीं गलेगी तुम्हारी दाल, क्योंकि अब आएगी सेकुलर सरकार, अब आएगी सेकुलर सरकार.
अमन और एकता के गीत हम सुबह शाम गाएंगे. अमन और एकता के गीत हम सुबह शाम गाएंगे. किसी मजहब को हम बदनाम नहीं करेंगे, मगर जब भी कोई रावण अधर्मी सर उठाएगा तो हम सभी उठकर जय श्री राम बोलेंगे. हम सभी उठकर जय श्री राम बोलेंगे. जय हिंद.
जब तक सूरज चांद रहेगा, बीजेपी बदनाम रहेगा.
We are here to serve, not to misuse the power. Our goal is to protect everyone's right, not just for our own interest. Thank you. Member of opposition, put your question. Thank you, Speaker Madam, for allowing me to speak. So my question is to the Finance Ministry. As we all know that there are a lot of economic crisis and public debts, including poverty and healthcare issues going on in the country. So why the ministry is spending millions on non-essential projects? For example, the Smart City Mission. Almost rupees 2.04 lakh crore were spent on this mission just to make India develop, even after knowing that there are a lot of people who are facing problems in the country.
Shame, 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 shame.
While I maintain the decorum of the parliament, it's my last warning to you, mister.
Sorry, ma'am.
Kindly continue, ma'am. What are we going to do with such development? Almost 135 of people are under BPL according to the recent data. Your laws are clearly hiding the disparities. How can the development of the country will counter the problem? Yes, the concerned ministry. Kindly tackle the situation.
Thank you so much, Speaker ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. First of all, I would like to say that all the finances generated by our nation cannot be directly invested in the two sectors as she mentioned, that is poverty reduction and healthcare. Second of all, development is multifaceted and so is the allocation of resources required for it. They have different priorities and the Smart City program that she mentioned was for development and led to economic growth, better quality of living, budgetary allocation. Also, the ministry invests in many finance infrastructure developments such as Bharatmala, Sagarmala and Udan, which are for the development of the country and are essential. Moving on to the most crucial point she asked, what we as a government are doing for our citizens who are in poverty. So, here is a list of all the government schemes launched by us which were for the people in poverty and lacking healthcare facilities. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana covered 20 million poor households. Health and wellness sectors, 1.7 lakhs have been established. Ayushman Bharat program, a big comprehensive program covered 2 crore people, includes PMJY and other programs, which themselves cover 8 crore in rural and 10 crore in urban areas. At the end, I would like to conclude with, धैर्य और मेहनत से ही फल मीठा होता है. भ्रष्टाचार से मिले भाजपा के सारे इरादे.
एक ही पुरखों की बातें घर के लात पे, पार्टी ले फुटपाथ पे.
Member of opposition वालों को Member of opposition, kindly ask your question.
पढ़े लिखे सब संतरी बने हैं, अपराधी माफिया सब मंत्री बने हैं. पढ़े लिखे सब संतरी बने हैं, अपराधी माफिया सब मंत्री बने हैं. जिसने विवाह कर अपनी बीवी छोड़ दी वो हमारे प्रधानमंत्री बने हैं.
Shame, shame, shame. Member of opposition, go with your question. Thank you, Honorable Speaker Madam. Thank you for this opportunity. So my question from the particular ministry is that if you are promising the people that you are giving job and employment, where are the jobs? Why you are saying that you have given jobs? Why the people are suiciding and dying because of hunger? I want to answer. And what about the farmers? They are not having sufficient money for their family to feed them. The farmers and the family are just doing suicide. And you are telling about the stalls at the roadside. You are telling the people you are giving the money, the food to them to make stalls. Where are these stalls? Why you are telling them to remove those stalls when you are making the road? And again telling them to make that stalls after making the road. Isn't that a waste of money? Don't waste their money over there. I want answer for my question. The Minister of Concerned Authority, kindly tackle the situation.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, ma'am. So let me answer her question. So I would like to tell you all that during the reign of BJP, there were some policies and schemes which got implemented in our country, Bharat. The PMAY, the Prime Minister's Rozgar Yojana, which was launched in 1993 to create self-employment opportunities for the uneducated, unemployed people. Then we also have the RETP, which was launched in 1995 for farmers. One of the most notable scheme is the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, which provides financial assistance of rupees 6,000 per year to the farmers. This scheme has already benefited over 11 crores of farmers. Then we also have the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Mantri Yojana, a pension scheme.
At and employment, people look at moon. BJP get well soon.
Continue, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. The Pradhan Mantri Kisan Manthan Yojana, which was a pension scheme, which gives 3,000 rupees per month to the farmers to enroll farmers and to pay attain the age of 60. So far, 23.38 lakh farmers have already got benefited by it.
Member of opposition.
So my question is, why is the progress of bullet train so slow in India?
Because of the short death of the president of the bullet train company in Japan, we are not able to inaugurate bullet trains in India.
गली गली में शोर है, चाय वाला तो चाय वाला, यहाँ तक कि रेलवे मिनिस्टर भी शोर है।
वादा ऑफ द गेट भी ये कांग्रेस सरकार पूरा न कर पाई यार, और अब देखो फिर पप्पू है तैयार।
We are in the parliament of a nation whose prime minister is a despot. चंदे का धंधा, जो न दे चंदा उसे ईडी का फंदा. This is what the Supreme Court said about the electoral bond that was passed by the government of India recently. The unconstitutional law, the unconstitutional bill that was passed by the government to do this scam of 23,000 crore. The whole government is a fraud. The PM is a fraud. The PM is a despot. पूछता है भारत, पूछता है भारत, where are your answer? पूछता है भारत, where is your PM? We want Modi. We want Modi. We want Modi. We want Modi. We want Modi.
First of all, my respect to our honorable speaker madam, and first of all my gratitude to our honorable speaker madam, and my blessings to all the members present in the parliament. Now I believe that we have reached the end of this fruitful session of parliament, and now it is time for us to know what all we discussed and what all we have gained from this parliamentary session. First of all, I would like to thank all the members present in the parliament. First of all, a big thank to all the members of the opposition party for being the voice of the public. Also, thank to all the members of the ruling party for enlightening us with the laws and rules made by the ruling party. Let us discuss the topic which we went through in this parliamentary session. Regarding Manipur incidents, our government has taken and is planning to take multiple actions, including fencing, establishment of infrastructure, deploying of CRPF, healthcare facilities and initiatives will also be taken care of. About inflation, our government is planning multiple counter-inflation policies and strategies. For healthcare, we are looking forward to government companies and spread health education in schools by conducting multiple social programs. We are also looking forward to efficiently implement the Ayushman Bharat program and continue distribution of PDS. We have also established many medical colleges and we are looking forward to continue it. About environment,
मोदी हटाओ देश बचाओ, मोदी हटाओ देश बचाओ। Sir, take your seat.
About environment, we are looking forward to make many afforestation policies and Forest Conservation Amendment Act for our nature from 2023. For women empowerment, strict laws for women empowerment and safety are made. Assured justice for victim will be assured and removal of delays in women harassment related counter case.
We are also planning proper resource allocation by collaboration with state government and scholarship to the needy and deserving. For agriculture, we are looking forward to implement farmer-oriented facilities like crop insurance, subsidies, and this has caused decreased farmer suicide rate. We have then for labor and employment, we are efficiently implementing the already existing plans such as PM
Excuse me, sir. 0 hour has already been over. You can please take your seat.
Before seating, I would like to recite a poem. सौगंध मुझे इस मिट्टी की मैं देश नहीं मिटने दूंगा सौगंध मुझे इस मिट्टी की मैं देश नहीं मिटने दूंगा मैं देश नहीं झुकने दूंगा मेरी धरती मुझसे पूछती रही कब मेरा कर्ज चुकाओगे मेरा अंबर मुझसे पूछते रहा कब अपना फर्ज निभाओगे मेरा वचन है मेरी भारत माँ को मेरा वचन है मेरी भारत माँ को तेरा शीश नहीं झुकने दूंगा सौगंध मुझे इस मिट्टी की मैं देश नहीं मिटने दूंगा मैं देश नहीं झुकने दूंगा मोदी जी की जय देश से करप्शन जय माता दी हटाएंगे मोदी जी आप देश से करप्शन कब हटाएंगे
अरे जिन्होंने खुद इमरजेंसी लाई वो हमें संविधान और करप्शन सिखाएंगे
कांग्रेस सरकार ने क्या किया और क्या नहीं किया ठीक है So now after this fruitful session at Lok Sabha our Indian Parliament we have a good news guys we are here most honorable person in our parliament please put your hands together for Donald Trump Namaste Modi Namaste congratulations Trump on your great victory in the US election
Thank you, Modi. Your support has always been invaluable, and this victory is as much yours as mine.
Together, we will reach great success, and we will achieve everything that our nation needs. With collaboration, we will become global world powers.
Together, we are unstoppable, and with your guidance, we'll achieve even more success. And let me tell you, as I'm elected President of the United States, and the Indian and the Hindu community will have a true friendship in the White House that I can guarantee you. And I want to also state that I am a big fan of Hindu and a big fan of India. And let me tell you that we are having the highest rate of entrepreneurship. And India is an incredible country with incredible people. And that's all. And at last, I want to say that Modi hai, to mumkin hai.
Kindly take your seats.
The vote of thanks. I would like to thank all the MPs and the ministers for being a part of this session. Special thanks to my co-members and cabinet ministers. Lastly, thank you, Honorable Speaker Madam, for providing us the right cause for this fruitful session. Thank you.
Now the House is adjourned to meet again tomorrow at 11 a.m.